The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by Northeast Solar, helping Western Mass families achieve greater energy independence through solar power, battery systems, and air source heat pumps. Northeast-solar.com.
Welcome to the Fabulous 413. I'm Clee Smith.
And I'm Monty Belmonte. Later in the show, hearing new music in 3D as we chat with Todd Roberts and Elise Arancio about the Spatial Audio Showcase at Studio 9 at Porches in North Adams this evening.
Plus, the Wine Thunderdome takes two wines from opposite hemispheres and pits them against each other in East Hampton at Tip Top Wine Shop.
And this Tuesday, August 18th, the Northampton Arts Council's curated thrilling music odyssey returns to the Pines Theater in Look Park, as it's done for almost 4 decades. The music festival that kicked off 36 years ago continues its long-standing community tradition this year as Transformance 36 Moon Age Daydream. Transformance, more than just a concert, it's a vital fundraiser that supports arts enrichment in Northampton Public Schools and local PTOs, and it's a sonic journey with purpose.
Formerly known as Transperformance, this beloved event invites talented local musicians to step into the shoes of legendary international artists. This year's theme, Moon Age Daydream, A Look to Space, honors the unique home in the cosmos with stellar performances inspired by intergalactic superstars, cosmic innovators, and astral travelers.
And to learn more about this year's musical extravaganza, we hope to be joined by Steve Sanderson of the Northampton Arts Council, and we are joined by one of the acts who'll be performing as Sun Kill Moon. See the connection here? Moon Age Daydream
and
at
sun.
the event.
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, yes.
Yeah.
Moon Age specifically for our daydream. Eddie Savage and Adrian Poser-Davy. Let's start out with a song for this live music Friday that they will be performing, a Sun Kill Moon song.
Sorry that I could never love you back. I could never care enough these days. Her tears fell on her pages, found me well. On her words I don't know what to do or say. Wading through warm canals and pools clear blue, the Tuscarora was floating to the Great Lakes. Riding back where the highway met dead tracks, the ground is now cement and glass, so far away. Heal her soul, carry her, my angel, Ohio. Flashes bringing on my open eyes to lightning storm. The touch of mist felt soft, felt warm on my face. Gray vague dreams a million miles ago. You seemed a star that I just don't see anymore. Words long gone, lost on journeys we walked on, lost our voices heard along the way. Sorry for never going by your door, never feeling love like that anymore. Heal her soul, carry her, my angel. Oh, high, heal her soul, carry her, my angel. Oh, high.
That is Eddie Savage and Adrian Poser Davey, who are performing as part of Transformance 36 Moon Age Daydream as Sun Kill Moon. You certainly weren't alive during the first trans performance, as it was called, in 36 years ago.
No, they're babies.
Yeah, I went. My first one was 2002. Were you either of you alive then?
Nope.
Oh my God!
Not quite.
We don't talk about it. Let's not talk about it. The less we talk
Wow.
about it, the better. But like in classic Transformance fashion, like you have fashioned a new ensemble to participate in this, and that's one of the things that happens a lot at this. Like people will make bands to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So talk about forming this new group to perform.
Well, I guess I kind of spearheaded it. I played a couple years ago with a group that I just got asked to play in. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And I wanted to do it again. So this was a really fun experience because it's 2 people I know from high school and then 2 people that I met in college. And one of them isn't even from the area. She's from outside of Boston and she's coming for the show.
Oh, cool.
So it's really fun to just get everybody to come play together. Yeah.
And then sometimes they become real bands afterwards.
Yeah, is that maybe in the cards here?
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me and Adrian haven't actually played together before, but we go to school together and grew up both around here, so.
Cool.
It's amazing. Have you gone to Transformance before?
I think I have.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What's interesting about it is that, it's all of these legacy acts of the Valley music scene, including all the bands Khalees is in, Wildcat O'Halloran, who's been playing blues
Every one
in
of
the
I think he's
area
been in every one
for
of them.
decades
Yeah.
and decades. King Radio, who is a legendary band who's been playing for a long time in the area. And then it's great when new artists come out and participate in it, because one of the critiques of Transformance over the years, it's like the same eight people that play every single year. So every time new bands get incorporated,
Yeah.
it's really, really
And
fun.
they're always looking for new life to be a part of it too. So like if you're hearing about this and want to participate next year, like they send out the email, they send out the call sometime around like April, and then you submit your idea to fit whatever theme they have come up with at the time.
Yes, and I think the thing that's really important to remember about Transformance is it was kicked off by the Northampton Arts Council in the early 90s because the Mass Cultural Council's budget had been cut significantly. So to try
$19 million.
Yeah, to fill that gap in at least the Northampton community, they created this event that was based on Woodstock. And so bands locally got dressed up like the bands of Woodstock. They performed, people came, they donated the money, and then they were able to grant out different amounts of money to arts organizations in the Northampton schools.
Yeah, and became a pioneering organization in that way. They're one of the first of like city like grant gifting organizations in the state.
Yeah. One of the things that I know the grants got used for recently was they had to launder the uniforms of the Northampton High School Marching Band, which hadn't been laundered in years.
No, gross.
It is gross, but it
I
costs
mean-
like $800 to $1,000
Because
to dry clean all
they're
that
very
stuff.
specialized. Yes,
Yes.
I can, and there's like 30 to 40 of
Yes,
them.
and it's amazing, wonderful family gathering of all the bands of the Valley, as I mentioned, the older bands, and getting to know the newer bands or bands in the making of the Valley. At least 2 bands will be performing there.
Yep, and then, like NEPM will also be represented by Aaron O'Neill's band, Rival Galaxies.
Excellent, and I'll be there as an MC as well in like 15 different costumes under the theme of Moon Age Daydream.
I just found out that my jumpsuit actually made it to my house.
Yes!
Very excited.
Let's hear one more song from the band that will be portraying Sun Kill Moon, or the group that will be portraying Sun Kill Moon, Eddie Savage and Adrian Poser Davey, who are performing at Transformance 36 on Tuesday at Pines Theater at Look Park.
Just got to tune real quick.
Yeah, no, we tune because we care.
Hopefully. 321.
Won herself a pass to some far-off moon. It was second class, but what's to lose? And looking out a window, she could more than assume that she can't see airtime. She's the only rocketeer in the whole damn place. Gave her a mirror so she could talk to her face. Doesn't get lonely, but that's just the case with time, time, time. Started hearing voices sometime in June. It was second row and what's to lose. Now she doesn't feel lonely, but she just as soon try, try, try. Man shot to the moon. Read a paperback and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Been here half an hour and I wanna come home soon, 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 soon. Man shot to the moon. I read a paperback and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Been here half an hour and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Read a paperback and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Been here half an hour and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Read a paperback and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Been here half an hour and I wanna come home soon. I'm shot to the moon. Read a paperback and I wanna come home soon.
It's nice hearing the music of Mark Koselik through nicer vessels.
In
our case,
his music is so pretty.
His music is pretty, and I have canceled him personally.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's a problematic
Yes,
person.
Eddie Savage and Adrian Poser Davey, who will be performing as Sun Kill Moon as part of Transformance 36. It's this Tuesday, Pines Theater, Look Park, a benefit for the arts programs in the Northampton schools. Khalees will be there with 2 bands. I'll be there with 15 different costumes.
I've been working on my Cookie Monster for the brass.
You'll
yes.
just have to come check it out. Thank you so much for coming in and
Thank
playing.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Later in the show, more music in North Adams as fellows from Tanglewood take advantage of the state-of-the-art sound system at Studio 9 in North Adams. Oh, I already said that. Tonight for Spatial audio concert.
And you know what goes great with good music? Something good in your glass. And we'll see which suits us better between South African and French Chenin Blancs for this week's Wine Thunderdome at Tip Top Wine Shop in East Hampton.
You're listening to the Fabulous 413 on 88.5 and EPM.
Lay the real thing on me.
The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by the UMass 5 College Credit Union, dedicated to creating access to financial well-being for local people, businesses, and communities. Insured by NCUA, umass5.coop. The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by Visiting Angels West Springfield, providing home care for seniors and veterans in Hampden County, including Angel Care, short-term post-surgery support for seniors and their loved ones. visitingangels.com/West Springfield.
I don't know how I didn't notice that you have a crocheted hot dog over on your Chillable Reds table.
That says Tip Top in mustard.
It does it? Oh, that's awesome.
Lauren found it on Etsy. If you just put crocheted hot dog into the search bar in Etsy, first thing that's going to come up is a lady who will crochet you a hot dog and write anything you want in mustard yellow.
Wow.
A lady from New Jersey.
I want to get a crocheted hot dog that says sandwich in mustard yellow and send it to John Hodgman.
Hey, that's perfect. And I hope that he stays friends with you after you do this, because there's no way you're not going to.
A hot dog is a hot dog. It is not a sandwich. I shall never speak of this again.
The Wine Thunderdome has returned to Tip Top Wine Shop in East Hampton with Lauren Clark and Miranda Brown. Miranda, who has in years past participated many times in what we now call Transformance, but you're going to miss it for a pretty cool reason.
I'm going to Yacht Rock Night at Fenway Park.
I can't think of any yacht rock bands that would fit under the Moon Age Daydream theme of Transformance this coming Tuesday.
Traditionally, yacht rock has got to be about fools and love.
But also yachts, which are like exploratory vessels that you could take to outer space.
Wait, the Arthur theme song, Christopher Cross.
Between the moon and New York City. I love that song.
I mean, it's a great song because Christopher Cross is a genuinely good songwriter. We have already talked a lot about Transformance on the show today.
Yes. We had those representing Sun Kill Moon. Back to the wine. Our mission today is drinking 2 Chenin Blancs. Tell us about the grape Chenin Blanc, Lauren.
The grape Chenin Blanc is a white grape born in the Loire Valley in France and transported to South Africa in the 1600s. And in South Africa, they call it Steen.
Ramstein.
Du hast.
Frankenstein.
You're putting me on.
There's any number of Steens.
How did the Dutch get a hold of a French grape to take it to South Africa?
Scissors existed back then too. Clip, clip, clip.
Right.
You're coming with us.
I mean, the colonizers just brought their grapes everywhere they
That's
could.
true.
So which one are we starting with?
We're starting with a Vouvray, which is a particular appellation in the Loire Valley devoted to Chenin Blanc wines. The winemaker is Florian Le Capitaine. He's a young winemaker in that region, and we're starting with France because South Africa gets a little tropical, and I think this will be a little bit more of a subtle wine to start with.
What's the name of the winemaker again?
Florian Le Capitaine.
You're going to get a Le Capitaine jersey at Yacht Rock Night at Fenway.
I sure am.
When you get lost between the moon and
I know it's crazy.
Oh, now I'm going to have that in my head all day. I love it.
Wear it everywhere, and we'll have to call you Coco.
I was on a boat. I was on a sunset booze cruise in Boston Harbor last weekend, and I obviously wore my captain's hat, which I received at Yacht Rock Night last year at Fenway Park, and got many, many compliments. And I was afraid that the captain of the boat was gonna have thoughts about my captain's hat, but he didn't seem to care at all.
You get to be Tennille.
Look in my heart and let love.
To kneel for tonight.
Yes.
I get this cool dried apple bordering on fermenting apple-y thing, and then it's super dry on palate. Like, it's really pretty on palate, but I love Vouvray, so.
I do too. Bright acidity. Vouvray, Chenin Blanc in general to me, often comes across as a little more unctuous. A little bit of oily, you know, I like that.
Yeah, known for high acidity and a rich texture wherever it's grown.
The label doesn't look as Frenchy as most French labels and Vouvrays I've had before. It actually looks a little more contemporary with some artwork on it, some sort of bird.
Yeah, maybe an egret.
Put a bird on it!
I've got no regrets about putting that on there.
Sure.
A stork? I'm not sure. That looks.
It's a Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Oh, Lord. Didn't Christopher Cross do that soundtrack too? I gotta look it up. Somebody that's yacht rocky did that. Oh, Neil Diamond.
Oh.
Yes!
All right. He's not really yacht rock.
He's borderline.
Borderline.
yacht.
He's borderline.
Let's just say Neil Diamond may make an appearance at Transformance. How, you may wonder? Well, you'll see.
I'm sad to miss it.
I left a Red Sox game a couple innings early one time and missed Neil Diamond singing Sweet Caroline.
The real Neil Diamond was there to do it? I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
So weird that we took that New Yorker's song about having a strange fascination with John F. Kennedy's very young daughter at the time and turned it into an anthem for our hometown boys. So good, so good.
That's about right.
I was in Spain walking through the streets outside in a cafe where all these dudes singing Sweet Caroline, and I ran over like it was like a moth to a flame. I was like, I'm from Boston. I will sing Sweet Caroline with you.
And then they threw a net over you and turned you
They,
in.
they loved it. I knew the actual English lyrics to the verses. They were just muddling through. Well, okay, back to the wine again.
Is it like honey notes on it?
Thank you. Bruised apple drizzled in honey.
Oh, yeah.
So Rosh Hashanah.
I was going to say the same thing. It's your Rosh Hashanah wine, and it's coming right up.
It's not as floral as I usually get from Vouvrays. Like, it's really straightforward. It's that honey and really clean apple and like this tiny little diesel note on the nose, and that's it.
I'm imagining with the more contemporary label, they may be bringing a more contemporary style. It actually does feel a little more expressive than some Vouvrays I've had, where it's not sweet, but a lot more fruit forward. It's quite nice.
Yeah. Young winemaker, is that what you said? So yeah, it would make sense if it was like a more modern style of if it's like a young guy.
Because the old guy would just put his house on the label.
That's
Right.
Yep.
Okay, the first Vouvray once again, Lauren.
Florian Le Capitaine Vouvray from the Loire Valley.
Now the second, Chenin and on.
Oh, wow. I'm getting mineral on the nose.
This
Yeah,
one,
which is like a thing that I often get with South Africa. Like, it's tropically, but like I always get shale, like sand, like it gets like these neat, like earthy, mineral-y things happening across the board, no matter which one I'm drinking.
what's this one, Chenin Blanc from South Africa?
So it's called Say Less Chenin Blanc. It is from the Paarl appellation, which is in the warmer climate of South Africa. And the winemaker is a woman named Kiara Scott Farmer, whose claim to fame is that she was named the youngest female head winemaker in South Africa.
Plus her last name's Farmer, and that's what winemakers really kind of are most of the time. This one, to me, has what feels more like a malolactic fermentation where the acidic apple acid gets transformed into the creamier lactic acid.
Mm-hmm. You are correct, sir.
So if it tastes buttery and creamy, then you know that it might have experienced malolactic fermentation.
You said the first one was unctuous, but this is unctuous.
Yeah. To this thing? Apologies that we've come through your headphones into real life. Can we interview you for one quick sec? Into Tip.
Hang out, we might need a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Enter Tip Top Wine Shop. Random Tip Top customer, but who has recognized who we are in our corporeal form. What's your name?
Ethan.
Where are you from, Ethan?
I'm from Amherst.
What did you come in for today? Do you know what you want?
I don't know what I want.
What do you think you want?
Something for a birthday party tomorrow.
Okay. So like sparkling like birthday party kind of situation?
No one's ever mad at sparkling.
I know. Except my wife claims it gives her a headache.
A lot of.
Sure, Melissa.
Wow.
Under the bus.
I won't interrupt you in your search, but I appreciate you saying that you listen to the show. Thank you very much.
Hopefully it's useful information.
It's always fun to listen to. What do you guys drink?
We're drinking two Chenin Blancs. One is from Vouvray in France and the other one from South Africa.
Yeah, that malolactic is hitting a lot harder than the last time I remember. It's been a minute since I've had this one, but I don't remember that being as prominent.
Actually, The Florian Le Capitaine has malolactic fermentation and 5 months of aging on lees.
Which is interesting because if I were to guess which one that would be about these two that we've tasted, it would be this one. Because this one's creamier, but...
My favorite description of this Say Less Chenin Blanc is from an LA wine shop. They go, zip, pow, bang, pop, refreshing Batgirl punch to your senses.
I do love that.
There's something on this nose that I am just not placing. What is this thing?
Shall we revisit?
Yeah, we gotta. For science. For science.
What's new and exciting here at Tip Top?
We got Food Truck Fridays happening pretty much every other week.
Including today?
Not
So
today.
next
week.
time.
Next week, yeah.
Fun scene right down the parking lot.
It's a good scene. People bring their dogs and their kids make chalk drawings on the pavement.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's so much harder to come to now that I don't live around the corner and can't just walk down instead of trying to figure out where I park.
Yeah. We sell little juice boxes of sake, and children get sad.
But they're not.
So they were like, I want a juice box. Like, you can't have it.
Not this one.
Not
this
sorry.
one, friend.
You're gonna have to sake up, little kid. You also have an excellent assortment of chips. We did talk to the new karaoke rooms, Chickadee Karaoke Rooms, who are also selling kind of the interesting Asian chips influenced by Tip Top in their karaoke rooms.
That's fun.
But you had a new one that you were excited about.
It's called cheese ham.
It's like ham and cheese, but is the cheese to ham ratio?
I guess like it lists cheese as like the primary ingredient, but I think the ham really shines. It's almost like a really nice like Black Forest deli ham. It's not like a ham steak. I think it's delicious.
All right.
I was very impressed.
I'm sold. Uh-oh. Here comes Beer Guy and Beer Girl.
Hey guys. How'd your Romano come out?
We went right back to the Vouvray, and I drank the whole thing while talking to everybody else and didn't think about it at all.
I mean, it smells like a cidery tour.
If I were to compare it to a cider, it's more of like a sidra.
Oh yeah, like the Basque style of cider.
which
Yeah.
I really is practically my favorite style.
Not as punchy.
Not quite. Florian Le Capitaine,
Muskrat, muskrat.
Vouvray Sec.
I love that they're both minerally, but in very different ways.
They have refreshing acidity in very different ways as well.
Both of them want you to put food in your mouth, making me hungry.
Give Filippo Pato money.
Ethan is talking to Beer Guy and Beer Girl. It looks like he took my suggestion for the party about going sparkling. And not only did he go sparkling, he went with Filippo Pato, who we all met and who I came very close to thinking about going to visit in Portugal. The Rosé 3B Sparkling.
I did try to tell you you're going to be a lot farther from there than you think.
Yeah. Which is why I didn't think very much about it. Also, got explosive diarrhea and extreme vomiting while I was there, so cramped my style, yeah.
Oh, was it from diarrhea lettuce? Was this recent?
I don't know, maybe I brought Cyclospora to Europe.
You're welcome, Europe.
So I figured out the thing I couldn't quite put my finger on, and it ties into the minerality of this, and it smells kind of like, this is so specific, but this is where I've been where I had this smell. It kind of smells like the marshland at Crane Beach.
Ah,
All right.
I like that.
Yeah.
It smells like wet, but like sandy.
Why do I smell wet dog?
Sandy's his name, if you please.
I was thinking about homemade marshmallows, and that it's gotta like not toasted marshmallows, but it has a like fresh homemade marshmallow thing, a little bit.
I've never made marshmallows, so I wouldn't know about
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It's a little hard because you have to make sure that your syrup is at the right temperature so you're not cooking your egg whites, but like it's really fun when it comes together. My partner and I discovered that we like s'mores made with peaches better than with chocolate. It works.
I can see both.
Weirdly. Yeah. Graham cracker, grilled peach, marshmallow.
Grilled peach, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. Yeah, cool.
At some point, I started making this pie where I'd grill the peaches and then make basically like homemade fluff and then flambe it like you do for baked Alaska. And it is one of my favorite things that I've ever come up with.
Wow,
Nice.
that sounds
Graham cracker crust, peaches with marshmallow topping on top.
Bring that next time.
That's an ask. And also, we're at the end of peach season, but I will do my best.
That's true.
Anybody ready to vote? 2 Chenin Blancs in the Wine Thunderdome, Tip Top Wine Shop, Miranda Brown, Lauren Clark, the Florian Le Capitaine Vouvray, and the Say Less Chenin Blanc from South Africa.
I'm going Vouvray.
This is tough, but I'm going to say Less Chenin Blanc, South Africa.
I think I agree. I thought I was going to go Vouvray this whole time because I love Vouvray, but I really do like how creamy the South African is. That's not what I was expecting at all.
And I'm voting for the Vouvray, so we do have a tie. Ethan! We need a tiebreaker.
Are you the tiebreaker?
Wait a minute. Ethan doesn't want to be the tiebreaker? But you don't want to be on the radio? How are we going to do this?
Well, we can't have two tiebreakers, because then what if you...
We can't have one of the tiebreakers who refuses to be on the radio.
I'll be on the radio.
Are you going to go on the radio or no?
Sure, what do you want me to say?
You're the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that was really good.
You stole the tiebreaker nomination from listener Ethan, who walked in here.
I'm going to back her up on whatever she says.
All right. I've known you for many years as part of the Cancer Connection campout as beer girl, but you're wine girl today.
I am wine girl today.
Do you want to say what your real name is, or do you?
Christina.
You want to stay anonymous? No, I guess
Anonymous.
not. So you're drinking the two
Those are pretty
Chenin
good.
Blancs. You have to choose one.
Which one do you like more, just today?
I would choose this one.
The Vouvray.
Up top.
Who wins?
The Vouvray, the France wins. You voted with Miranda and me.
That's what we voted.
Ooh, it's very delicious.
Yes.
I mean, this is also good. Say less.
And scene. I've been singing this all day.
I know it's crazy, but it's true.
It is true.
Now to hear about the incredible and unique musical experience you can have tonight only in North Adams as the Tanglewood Music Center Fellows bring spatial audio to life from the TMC faculty member Todd Reynolds and current fellow Elise Arancio, one of the 5 composers presenting music tonight.
You're listening to the Fabulous 413 on 88.5 NEPM. Todd, are you wearing a kitchen garden farm hat?
I am indeed.
I have the same hat, and we love that farm, and their
my God.
hot sauces
you
are the best.
Chili Fest, Monty?
Oh my gosh, I miss Chili Fest.
I was a hot sauce judge at Chili Fest. Every year they had it.
I was a hot sauce consumer at Chili Fest, and I called during COVID. I called that place when they were going through all their machinations. I would call them often. They pick it's their home, and I felt bad after a while. But I'm like, is Chili Fest happening this year?
Yeah.
Finally, they're just like, Chili Fest is never happening again.
I know.
Yeah.
They have really good reasons why it's not, but it is something sorely missed by me and many others, including you.
I
Todd.
feel like somebody could pick up the sponsorship and maybe do it somewhere else.
I know.
Just
We'll see. We can dream. We can dream.
We can dream.
All
I
right.
used to go there on my birthday.
Oh,
man. Well, you can go to the same farm, Warner Farm, for Mike's Maze coming up very shortly. The greatest corn maze in all of the United States of America, as far as I'm concerned.
Right on, right on.
We're getting off topic.
We're off topic
We're supposed
already.
to talk about music and spaces and how cool it is that modern technology is allowing us to be super intentional with the directionality of music. So,
Welcome back to the Fabulous 413. The Tanglewood Music Center and the Fresh Grass Institute are pleased to continue their collaborative Studio 9 initiative for this 2026 season, offering TMC Composition Fellows the opportunity to create and experiment with spatial audio and electroacoustic composition at Studio 9. Located at Porches Inn in North Adams, the performance and recording venue Studio 9 is built around a Meyer sound constellation system that transforms the acoustic character of the room, allowing composers to shape how sound moves through and inhabits space and placing listeners inside immersive sonic environments.
designed as a laboratory for new music, the project invites fellows to explore space itself as a compositional element, with the fellows learning Meyer's Sound Space Map Go spatial audio tools and developing original works for the Constellation system. And with us to talk about this collaboration and tonight's presentation of them at Studio 9 are Tanglewood Music Center faculty member Todd Reynolds and composition fellow Elise Arancio. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having me.
Is Studio 9 the only place in the area that has this system up for music as opposed to theater?
Yes, we are absolutely the Meyer sound system in the area. And there's a constellation, no pun intended, there is a constellation of Meyer sound systems all over the Northeast, including New York and Buffalo and near Boston. So there are ones around, but we are unique and really fortunate and proud to host Meyer in our space.
Todd, you are a longtime member of the Steve Reich Ensemble, an early member of the Silk Road Ensemble, which we're trying to collect them all like Pokemon. We've met many Silk
Monty
Road
is
Ensemble
trying to
members.
collect them all.
Yeah. We've still missed Yo-Yo Ma after he handed over the baton, but collaborating with Meredith Monk and a fixture with Bang on a Can. Bang on a Can happens at Mass Mocha right across the street from Studio 9. It's often jokingly called Banglewood, and you are a Tanglewood fellow. Talk about taking it from Tanglewood to Banglewood to Studio 9 for this sound experiment.
Oh, what a story. Well, first of all, North Adams is my chosen home. My career all happened in New York, and all those things that you mentioned all happened, seeded out of New York. And so I am a New Yorker through and through and through. And I found such love of this place, its inhabitants, and its museums, and its culture that my wife and I bought a house up here in 2016. So being here is part of my forever equation. So we start there. And number two, I have always worked in spaces. I've always wanted to do concerts in the middle of an audience rather than on a proscenium stage. I love the idea of community that happens when the musician is experiencing the same audio as the audience. I want everybody to experience the same thing at the same time. And I love being amidst people rather than in front of people. It's an aesthetic that means a lot to me. So the way it actually happened was that somebody came to me from Studio 9 in Porches. It was Chris Wadsworth, the owner, and wanted to bring artists for residencies, wanted to create workshops, wanted to build what is now the Fresh Grass Institute. Fast forward 2 years and I'm artist in residence here and director of special projects. So I'm inside this initiative, this Fresh Grass initiative, and of course now a part of working with Meyer Sound inside this space. And it is nothing but good fortune for me.
That is Todd Reynolds, who this evening, 7 o'clock at Studio 9 at Porches right across from Mass Mocha, will be part of the Spatial Audio Showcase, a collaboration between the Tanglewood Music Center and the Fresh Grass Institute.
Elise, you work with some found work and poetry, and you're working with space as composition, but I think it's more directionality that you're working with as a component of these compositions. Talk about using direction as instrument.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a very interesting sonic experience alone, but I think some of our favorite parts, as composers in this process, is thinking about conceptually what that means to hear different sounds from different directions and how we can really play with the sort of like narrative aspect of being surrounded by something, and how we can move sound through the space and sort of take the audience on a journey with our music conceptually. And we're all doing very different things because we all have different ideas, but it's been a really, really unique experience. I sort of wish I could work in this way more often, but I'm really enjoying my time here.
Elise, so did you come up with a pre-recorded piece that will come from the different speakers, or are you going to be playing in there and then the sound is coming out of the different speakers? Is it a mix of both? How will it work?
Well, I actually, I was able to use these great microphones in this space to record sounds here. Actually, they're sounds of me eating cereal. It sort of ties into my concept. And then I was able to spatialize those cereal sounds and try to create a kind of piece, or it's more like a sketch, and trying to configure those sounds around the space in an interesting way.
Todd, how differently do pieces like the ones that Elise is working on, and she's using like found sounds, how different are the compositions of the people that are using like instruments?
It's a completely different side of the art. In fact, I should mention my colleague, my Tanglewood faculty colleague, Senam Pirler, who is on faculty at the University of Chicago. The lineage of Paulina Oliveros and Enea Lockwood and some of these wonderful composers and artists who worked with found sound as part of their main practice. Senam brings those microphones to bear, and we went on a sound walk the other night on the Cascades Trail with Enea Lockwood, who has a piece at PS21 and is part of the Tanglewood faculty as well, the great Enea Lockwood, and we went on a sound walk together, all of us, and collected environmental sounds. That, by definition, means that the choice is to make compositions out of those sounds, just kind of alone, or to mix maybe an instrument with it, or to mix ambient sounds or speech. It breaks open the notion of what is composition, but John Cage did that in 1960. So it's really a profound lineage that we sit in. And one of the things that I applaud about this particular Tanglewood and Studio 9 initiative is that we're taking that on together to say classical music is more than instruments, more than notes. Classical music is so rich and deep with tradition in new music and in old music that it all kind of becomes a sea of possibility and a sea of opportunity to make music in different ways.
And one day we'll have a way to describe it that isn't just one of the time periods that we're talking about.
Meaning classical
music itself.
Right?
Khalees hates when people call classical music.
Well, we don't have a better name for it.
We talk about this all the time. We'll come up with a better name some other day.
Well, I can share with you my concept of like breaking apart this name if you'd like. It's something that's very near and dear to my heart. Since classical music is a period, I call it classic music. There is classic music, which is music that stands the test of time. still becomes kind of part of our book, part of our history. And calling it that makes Led Zeppelin align with Beethoven very nicely.
I like that because Led Zeppelin, classic rock.
Yes.
Exactly.
Speaking of classic rock, Todd Reynolds, when I was a kid, I would like put on my headphones and listen to Jimi Hendrix. And the way that those Jimi Hendrix albums were mixed, like you'd hear it pan left and right, and it would create this crazy feeling in my human body, like almost disorienting and messing with your equilibrium. What's the physical experience going into this really innovative Meyer sound system that has like 50 some odd speakers or something in this pretty small venue, Studio 9 at Porches at North Adams? What does the human body go through when they hear these sounds coming from all over the place?
Oh, I would love to answer that, but I also really want to hear Elise answer that because it's new for her. Can we start with
Yeah,
Elise
yes,
maybe?
please.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that because I was working with these sounds, these cereal sounds, because I really have a hard time listening to people like eat cereal and like eating sounds. So I was thinking about this idea of like immersion in a sound, and usually that can be a positive experience when people think about being immersed in a sound, but also what that means in a negative sense if you feel like you're surrounded by a sound and that you can't quite escape. Luckily, I don't have such a negative reaction to my piece. I was able to sort of make music out of it, which was really interesting, but definitely has a physical effect, hopefully at least, yeah.
For me, like I spoke of before, I love sitting inside of sound that is moving. And when it was just stereo, or when I began to work in quad, which is 4 speakers, I just love the idea of sound bouncing around rhythmically. So for me, what that does is that gives my human body joy. But I have talked to so many people who come in that we play for, who experience the immersive residencies or the result of the immersive residencies that we do here. And I hear them say things like, I saw things, I see, my body went through bliss, just kind of feeling sound envelop me and move around me. I think that for every single person, it is pronouncedly different. It really does allow for real individual experience.
Along those lines, you've got this incredibly advanced system that you're working in and composing in, but perhaps there's a chance that this piece might get performed at somewhere where they don't have this whole system. Have you had a chance to work with what these pieces are going to sound like with a flattened or like less advanced system?
Well, I mean, I think that's part of the reason why this showcase is a bit of an experiment for all of us. In another space, we would have to sort of, in a way, rethink the entire piece, or at least parts of the piece, because so much of it hopefully is tied to the space and the idea of being completely surrounded in a very detailed way. It would require some sort of like going back to the drawing board a little bit, but it's still great to experience. I wish we could repeat this everywhere, but it's fun.
This is one of the things that the Tanglewood Studio 9 initiative is meant to do, is to provide an experience that can't be experienced anywhere else. What it ties to, though, is film scoring. It ties us to cinema. It's like movable sound. We're constantly around it from the time that we wake up in the morning to where we go to sleep at night. We're hearing in 3D.
Yes.
So the idea to give these composers a touch of this so that then they can either seek out more ways to explore this, or, really so it informs their 2D, their stereo playing. And as a spatial audio community, one of the things that we're always talking about and dealing with is, how do we recreate this in headphones? How do we actually take a piece that Elise creates here and then create a mix that when you put regular old headphones in, at least you can get some approximation of what Elise was thinking and hearing. So that's kind of what we're also working toward continuously.
We're talking about the Spatial Audio Showcase, which is happening this evening, 7 o'clock, a collaboration between the Tanglewood Music Center and the Fresh Grass Institute at Studio 9 in North Adams. It's happening in the beautiful Studio 9 right there on the campus of Porches across from Mass MoCA this evening.
What's changed since the inaugural year, which was last year, of this collaboration and this year with your fellows, Todd Reynolds?
Well, first of all, we've got totally different fellows.
That'll do it.
Some fine fresh fellows.
Yeah, we've got fresh fellows. Not only fresh grass. Well, first of all, this is a really good time to call out Nina Young, who is one of the 3 primary faculty at Tanglewood, Nick DiBardino, Marcus Balter, and Nina Young. Nina is a close friend from a long time ago. When I approached her with the idea of this initiative, she said yes, and all of her colleagues said yes, and we are so grateful that everybody saw possibility here. In the first year, we brought people in, and it was really a new idea for all of us, although Nina is completely used to working in spatial sound and teaches it. So as she walked in the room and brought the students, we worked a lot with already existing, part of the exercise was bring already existing work in so that we can kind of remix it in spatial audio and see how that goes. This year, Nina has welcomed a new member of her family only about a week ago.
Wow.
So she's not with us in person at all this year. And in her place is Senam Perler, who I mentioned before from the University of Chicago, who is kind of everything. She is a field recording specialist. She is a sound engineer in the studio and live. She is a composer, and more than anything, she is a sound artist. She works with artistic concepts in a way that transcend music. She has brought a level of experimentation, sound recording, field recording, and sound walks, things like that, along with Anea Lockwood, who's a featured composer in the Tanglewood faculty. That has been a completely new experience that I could not have foreseen. So congratulations to, and I miss very much having Nina Young here with us this year. And at the same time, Senam Perler has just brought a completely different voice and emphasis. And along with Anea, who's been so generous, spent so much time with us, that philosophy has been so strongly present in the room.
Is the new member of Nina's family a baby?
Yes.
You could get a recording of a baby and have it coming at you from 46 different speakers, and then all of the people who have raised children will have a very particular experience.
The only issue with that is that would have had to have been Nina's baby. In order to make it truly appropriate and performance practice. And I just think she needs to concentrate on the new member of her family. So I didn't want to bother her.
She needs to
with
rest.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, she needs rest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all need sleep in that position, I would say.
To that end, Elise Oroncio, who has composed a piece based on the sound of eating cereal. I know you are classic trained, maybe we'll say now. Went to Juilliard and went to Yale. If you were to do a piece that was the sound of eating pizza, which New Haven pizza would it be?
Oh, it would be Sally's.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this conversation's over.
Frank
Pepe or die.
It is never none of that.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
I'm a modern person.
I haven't been to modern.
I love modern too.
Modern is great.
Yep.
I haven't been to modern.
I'm off the beaten path. I'm the Zappetti. But they're all good. They're all good pizza.
They are very good.
Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, that's the way to say it, isn't it?
Or I could compare all of them.
Yeah, we could compare and compare.
I have done that little experiment. I want to further delve deeper into that. Someday I will.
Hey, what we need to do is we need to take an ambisonic microphone with Senam holding it and taste each pizza in 3D.
Yeah.
I think that would...
It would be amazing.
That would drive some people off of a cliff, but it
Invite
would
us to
reveal
be
something.
part of this composition, please.
Yes. This
Right
is
on.
such a fun concept. It's such a wonderful place,
Yeah.
Studio 9, and this innovative Meyer sound system. Right down the street, there is an Atmos sound system at Images Cinema, newly reopened there, which is another kind of amazing spatial playing with cinematic sound as well. So whatever is going on in that
Absolutely.
little corridor of the Berkshires, in the northern Berkshires with North Adams and Williamstown there, if you like messing with sound, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and it's good to remind people that it's more than just left and right that you're hearing. That sound, like you mentioned, is all around us all of the time. And when you're given an opportunity to make that sense a little bit broader, it just makes everything broader.
Absolutely.
We've been speaking with Todd Reynolds, who is part of this exciting thing happening in North Adams this evening. The Tanglewood Music Center and the Fresh Grass Institute teaming up in Studio 9 for a Meyer Sound Constellation Sonic Spatial Audio Showcase. We've also been speaking with one of the fellows of this year's collaboration, Elise Oroncio. It sounds, pun firmly intended, amazing. An amazing experience at 7 o'clock tonight in North Adams. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us both.
Oh, our pleasure, and have a great show tonight. I mean, it sounds so cool in there. I really want to hear what it sounds like.
The microphone that I take out into the world when we do these conversations has 4 mics in it. So in theory, we could do something similar, but even if we brought it to the radio, you wouldn't be able to listen to it that way. So.
But on a lot of fiction podcasts now, you'll get spatial audio as part of the experience, and a lot of them have like little warnings ahead that if you're driving, this may distract you, so be careful.
It does do something to your body.
It's really neat.
Isn't that spatial?
We wanted to mention the other Tanglewood Music Center fellows that are going to be presenting work as a part of that particular concert.
Tonight at 7.
Tonight, Diallo Banks, Omer Barash, Tianxi Liu, and Joseph Sehyok Park.
We have a big week for the Fabulous 413 next week, and we are going to do lots of stuff.
Lots and lots of stuff. We'll explore collaborative agriculture at Cabilio and Suso Community Farms in their upcoming event centering the work of Audre Lorde.
Ooh, 3 new works of theater that we'll focus on next week with Dear Alien, which is the final production at Chester Theater in Chester, Yellow Wallpaper 2.0 at the Great Barrington Public Theater.
Last one of their season also, and the Songbook at Williams College, an exploration of maps, ghosts, muses, and memory as one woman tries to get to the very bottom of something. Haunting in reverse.
That's how it's being billed. It's very exciting.
Cool.
Yes. And we're going to look at the past 5 years of legal weed in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts with Dr. Weed, social scientist from Turner's Falls,
Dr. Weed.
Dr. Faith English.
Good morning. How are you? She's Dr. Weed. We'll also start talking to the primary candidates, starting with the challenger for the 1st Congressional District, Jeremy Whalen.
So if you have a question for Jeremy Whalen, you can send it to us, thefab413 at nepm.org, and we will ask him on Tuesday when we'll talk to him.
And we'll also meet the new director of Arcadia Wildlife in East Hampton to get ready for the Arcadia Folk Festival at the end of the month.
I'm Monty Belmonte.
I'm Khalil Smith. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you on Monday.